think we're live. This is our Tuesday show where we go live and chat with folks. I've got to finish setting up my screen here so that I can, there we go.
Yep, and I'm going to go ahead and share it because I do see it on Facebook.
Sweet. Probably looks pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I've got a new layout that I'm kind of experimenting with. You know what? I still don't think I'm getting notifications because I'm not following my own page, which is silly. But you know how you have to adjust?
No.
You have to go
Your
back
bra?
in and tell it, no, I want to see like the top 5 or whatever things that pop up.
Oh.
You have to be specific with it. It's kind of annoying. But thank you, Facebook, for the platform, but please get it right.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. So start a watch group or something. Can I
Yeah.
do that? Start a watch party. It's about to begin. All right. Sorry for the delay, everybody. All right, so hey, everybody, welcome to Real Talk Radio. It is Tuesday, September 24th, 2019. We've got some fun stuff to chat with today, of course. We're going to be following The Voice. It's one of my favorite shows. I really enjoy just everything about that show, right? I like that it's kind of unpredictable. They have good talent there. I love American Idol too, but they bring on the really bad singers, and it's like, it's just thanks for wasting my time on that. I really don't want to laugh.
I love the bad singers because they think they're good.
They do. Well, that's the thing. They're completely convinced.
Like, hey, you go, boy. You go, girl. You have power.
But they shouldn't be on national TV doing that because
that makes the show. That makes the show.
Not for me. I like the good singers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so today we're going to talk a little bit. We're going to do the recap of The Voice from last night. We're going to talk about some new movies that are coming out. Which ones maybe that I'm anticipating, that I'm excited about seeing.
Oh gosh.
That come out. Of course, Star Wars will be out in December. I'm super excited about that one. And then I'm talk a little bit about things that are trending on YouTube that are kind of fun. There's some good stuff good, clean fun out there on YouTube. Stuff to learn. You don't necessarily have to be watching, the National Geographic channel in order to learn something these days. In fact, it's kind of funny. I broke our rear tail light on our vehicle. I was moving some plywood and I banged it and broke it. I'm like, I have no idea how to do this, but I'm not going to the dealer to pay an exorbitant amount to get this done, right? So I go on Amazon, I order the part, I go to YouTube, I watch the video and make sure everything's copacetic, get it delivered, install it, bada boom, bada bing.
I'm so proud of you.
I was proud of myself too. In fact, that's when we posted, I don't know if you saw that, Jennifer put a picture up that said, when your husband does something, fixes something around the house, and he's got that look, like he's the man. She posted that. She thought that was funny. But
that's funny. We do it every day.
It's like, thanks for undermining your husband.
So you said fun fact. I have a fun fact of the day.
Okay.
You want to hear it? It's pretty wild.
Okay, go.
It says pill bugs, also known as roly-polies. You love them. They aren't insects. They're terrestrial crustaceans. And they're edible, and they taste similar to shrimp.
There's no meat on them, is there? How many would you have to eat in order to have a meal?
I don't know, but if I were on Naked and Afraid, now I know. Hey, you know what?
So, but here's something you maybe check this out too, is that they are not, or what they do, one of the things they do is they digest heavy metals.
How do you know this? Like, why would you even know that?
I saw it up on a post somewhere or video or something somewhere, but the roly-polies, they kind of do something with the soil with respect to heavy metals.
Oh, they're
I wouldn't
they're
eat
like
them.
a CBD plant, or a
CBD bug. Let's call them the hemp polies.
Hemp pulley, yeah.
Hemp
you know what their favorite song is? They see me rolling. I'm just kidding.
Is that a song?
I don't know.
How about Proud Mary, rolling down the river?
Well, if you're old, yeah.
Whatever, you're old. I am old.
Older.
I love that.
I
CCR,
love it.
man, forever.
Yeah.
All right. So your daughter she's getting her pictures done today?
Today's a picture day right here in our area of town.
Yeah?
And last night she says, I'm not doing the pictures. I'm not going to take pictures tomorrow. I said, okay, don't take pictures. I'm not going to force you to. And we're trying to pick out outfits and stuff. So this morning she gets up. She's like, Mom, I want to wear my red dress. Oh, your red dress? Yeah, it's beautiful. I want to be beautiful in my picture. I'm like, okay. And she had a certain way. She parted her hair to the other side. And she put on these long princess gloves, like from a Disney movie.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're from Beauty and the Beast. They're red, and they have these gold stars all over them. They're super cute. I'll post it maybe in our comment or something. And she just was working it. She loved it. And she talks with her hands since she has the gloves on. So everything was like, Mother, may I have some toast? And Mother. I was like,
She
what
changed
are
her
you
accent
doing?
too?
Yes,
I
she's
love that.
British. Yeah.
Oh, she's British.
Thank you, Peppa Pig. Yeah, Peppa Pig did that for us. But yeah, she definitely had a theme this morning was princess. And as I'm dropping her off at school, I'm looking at all the other kids coming in with their cute little outfits, and not one of them had on long gloves.
No, of course not. Your daughter had to take it up a notch.
She kicked it up a notch, yeah.
No, but she reminds me of somebody. The whole thing is like, hey, what about this? No, I'm not doing that. And then you do it anyway. That's that. When you were saying that, I was thinking that's you right there. Just push
She's
back.
not afraid. She's not afraid. So that's
No,
good.
she's not.
But I wanted to talk a little bit about the order form that came home.
For the pictures.
Yeah. So now, pictures are not like back in our day where they were, $15, you get 112 pictures. Now you get 4 pictures and digital for $47. But, you have 28 different background colors. Back in our day it was, you want gray or blue? What do you want?
Sure.
That's
yep.
it. That's all you get. Now they can retouch your face. So you don't have acne, you don't have pimples or moles or anything like that. They can give you a soft touch or the Michael Jackson look, like.
They can lighten your skin?
Yeah, they sure can. And they can add names and dates and whatever you want it to say.
So remember when I talked about deepfake is where they have that face over face technology?
Yes.
So I wonder if it's like, well, if you want to be somebody else, you could be
Right.
like,
I get my picture back
Gwen
and
Stefani.
she's like Nicki Minaj. I'm like, what the heck happened?
well, yeah,
Wait,
I recognize the hair, but the
hair.
rest of it is
What's going on?
what's going on.
So yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I don't know if I like all the retouch.
Absolutely not. I hate
stuff.
it. I don't allow it.
But I can, and you know what else I don't like is the fact that they charge a ridiculous amount for the digital. Now I understand that because you can do a ton of stuff with that. You can go get your own stuff printed out, all that,
Right.
and there's setup and all that. But charge me a sitting fee, right? Don't charge me for a digital photograph
Yep.
that is way more than necessary.
$47.
That-
So you know what I did? I sent in $12. I want an 8x10 gray background. Keep her normal looking, please. I don't want to get it back and she's all.
Right.
Like who's that kid? They chisel her chin
And well, you can't go scan those either. I mean,
yes, you can. I do it every year. Sorry,
you're not supposed to do
stuck
that.
it to the man. I did. Yeah, I totally do that.
No?
I don't care. Call the police. I don't care. What are you, the fun
Call
police?
call the copyright police, right? All right.
There's no watermark on it. There's no mark on it that says who made it.
I know, but
So what?
okay. Whatever.
Take me to jail.
Do you sign anything? Like, do you sign a non-disclosure?
No, I put it
form
on
or-
a sticky note. Here's $12. Thank you. I'll take my $47.
I don't know if we
picture.
should be taking Nikki's advice on that, but whatever.
You know what? You be you.
You be you.
You
Yeah.
do your thing.
Yep. I'll come visit you in prison.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
copyright prison.
So it's officially fall.
It is.
Isn't it wonderful? Feels just
The
like
same
it feels
as
just
a
like
few days
yesterday and
ago.
the day before and the day before.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
at least we're not in Houston. I mean, Houston got flooded out.
Yeah.
We got a nice rain here in San Antonio, but they
Yeah,
got
we did.
flooded out in Houston.
Yeah. And then there was a
So,
earthquake.
wait,
this
it's like
morning.
the third 500-year flood, in the last, I don't know, year or two in Houston. So it's no longer the 500-year flood.
It's a 3-year flood.
It's the annual flood.
Annual flood. And today is annual flood day.
Well, that's what happens when a storm parks over your
I
city.
feel sorry for those people
Well,
that
yeah,
live there. But then it's like, maybe you should think about moving. I mean, God, He's giving you some signs.
maybe, but I mean, they move over here. I don't want to bring it out here either. So we're at San Antonio. San Antonio is different than Houston. We got a different culture here. You
We
know what I
do.
mean?
We do.
It's like I like what we have here, but
Yeah.
anyway, I'm not hating on Houston. I just
Right.
love
My
on San
family's from
Antonio.
Houston. Thanks.
Are they really?
And Friendswood. I have some family in
Where
Friendswood.
did you grow up anyway?
I grew up in Jamaica,
No, where did you really grow up?
right in San Antonio.
Really? What school did you go to?
I went to lots of schools.
Really kind of bounced
School
around?
of Rock. I went to a music school.
You're not going
went-
to tell me the
you
name
want
of the
my
school
high
you went to? Yeah.
Jefferson High School.
Did you go all 4 years there?
Yes, 5 actually. I'm just kidding. Just 4. Yep, Jefferson Mustang.
All right.
I was proud of it, and I still am.
Class of
89.
really?
Yeah, it's my 30-year reunion right now.
Here's a funny story. So I was a class of 87,
Mm-hmm.
right? Except my senior year, the last semester, I skipped 162 classes. I actually
Why?
still remember that because I didn't want to be in school.
Oh, you were one of those
Yeah,
kids.
I'm one of those that we were out and about. We were having some fun.
Oh, no.
My wife's giving me that judgmental look right there.
Yep.
So, which, by the way, we're out here at La Taza Java Coffee House in San Antonio doing our broadcast every Tuesday. Anyway, so, yeah, I skipped 162 classes. I got straight Fs on my report card.
And you still made top 3% of the school. I'm from
So
Ohio.
I was
I'm
out.
sorry. Where are you from? I'm not knocking to Ohio.
This was
You
up
can't
in
even speak.
Southern Oregon, Klamath Falls.
Oregon,
So
okay.
my parents, or I was out of town when my parents got my report card. They were not happy. Yeah, so I'm actually, so I was a class of 87, went to the whole celebration, all that, got a certificate of attendance,
Oh.
which is totally like,
Participation badge,
what?
anyone?
Right, that's what
Yeah.
it is. Second place or fifth place trophy or whatever it is. And then had to go back over the summer to do my courses and stuff like that, which I got a lot of help from my cousin Chris on that because I had no interest in doing any more school. But here's the thing, is so I joined the military, got in the Air Force. Apparently they're hiring people to get all Fs. Anyway, so I got
That's what the F in
stationed.
Air Force stands for.
All Fs.
Failure
All Fs.
to communicate.
I like all Fs.
I don't know. All Fs.
So my first duty station, I actually decided to go back to college, and it was pretty much straight A's in college.
Wow, because you were ready.
It's just this. I was so done with school. I hated school. So
Yeah.
anyway, so those of you who hate school out there, I can totally identify.
Yep. I was just talking about this yesterday. When my little 8-year-old, when she gets that inclination to say, I no longer want to be in school, Mom, I hate it. I don't want to go. I'm not going to make her go. I'll homeschool. No problem. Absolutely
When
no
she's
problem.
8?
Well, she's 8 now. You know, what if she gets to 8th grade? She's like, I don't like this. I don't want to go. I'll say, let's homeschool. Let's
Well,
do
let's
it.
figure out the reason why she didn't like it, because it might be something you can address.
Just
Not
like
just
you.
throw everything out.
She's done. She's done.
Hey, I was an adult. I was like 16, 17 when I decided.
Please. I have no. You're not. Do you men ever grow up?
No, we don't. We don't. Did you see my shirt? You like my shirt?
Yeah. What does that say?
Assistant to the regional. You don't watch The Office, do you?
No, I don't.
It is well worth your time to watch the thousands of hours of Office. Stop all your work and stuff. You need to watch The Office on Netflix.
Okay. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna just like binge flick or whatever they call
It's
it.
funny.
Binge watch Netflix.
Well, you saw the clip where he was like
Yes.
the knock knock
the
joke, right?
It was hilarious.
Oh.
I couldn't stop crying.
Well,
I
pretty
loved
much
it.
every show has at least one part of it that is like that. It's just hilarious.
All
The
right.
writing's phenomenal and the acting's even better. So, all right. So can we move on to The Office or to the to the voice?
To the voice in my head.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
got it.
all right. So this is I've got for those of you watching on video, which you can catch on YouTube, our YouTube channel, Real Talk Radio, or you can find us, of course, on Facebook if you're watching on Facebook, which is where we're broadcasting live now. You can see the screen up there. So this first singer is Katie. I think it's Caden, right? I watched her last night. She came out with a lot of power. The video on YouTube is actually a few days old because they posted it early. But she sang Aretha Franklin's I Love You. It was a 4-chair turn, okay? But what was funny is that Blake blocked Kelly Clarkson on because they have those little block buttons, right?
Yeah.
Which I think they can just do it once. I don't know if it's once per episode or how
Once
that
per
works.
show, I think so. Yeah.
Is that it? So, but blocked Kelly Clarkson, and she threw a little bit of a. I mean, she was very devastated that she was blocked on that deal, and she kind of. I don't know. She's kinda,
dramatic a little.
She's
I
she's
can't stand
dramatic,
people like that.
and she talks a lot. I don't know anybody else like that, but. So anyway, it was a good song, a lot of power. I can see her definitely going forward. But if you guys are, so you can get an app on your phone called The Voice, and you can actually pick your own team.
Yes.
And then you can kind of go through the whole process and through the season and see how you do.
We should place a wager if we can pick the winner. Like if we're different, if we don't pick the same winner.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll do like a food challenge or something like that.
Oh.
Something like.
Oh, no eggs.
Yeah, right.
No, thank you.
So anyway, Katie, she did a great job. She picked John Legend as her coach. So John Legend, of course, he won last season. He's really well positioned for the next one. But so and then let me go to the next slide here. Okay, so this lady here, this is Brennan Lassiter. Now, she's sang an older song called You Are My Sunshine. I was like, what? She's going to sing You Are My Sunshine?
That is
she
my
actually
favorite
did
song.
She did a good job at it, too. So when you watch it back, because you haven't watched the show yet,
Yeah.
right? When you watch it, I think you'll like it. But it was a 4-chair turn as well. And she chose Kelly Clarkson. So
Sweet.
turned right around and did that. Anyway, so I thought it was good. She's I'm not sure where she's from, but just raised by her grandparents. Great backstory. kind of an emotional deal there. So it was
I love
good.
it. I love hearing the stories too. I think that's why I like the voice as well. I mean, people are very, very talented, and then they have a story.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people want to vote for the underdog sometimes, right?
No.
No?
I don't.
You're like, no, sorry.
I'm not interested in voting
I
for the
forgot.
underdog.
We're opposite. In case y'all were wondering, Mark and I are complete opposites.
No, it's not a pity party. It is a
No,
we
I'm
are
saying-
opposite, and people like that about the show too.
I don't even know what I was saying at this point.
No, it's not a pity party. It's the voice. So let me just switch gears a little bit. They're talking about a guy that came on. He's a drag queen, right? He came on, and there was this full promo thing where he's got long hair and
I
all
can't
of
even
this.
believe you said that right now, but okay.
Anyway, so he's going to go sing. Well, when he goes to sing, he looks totally different. Now he's got short hair and he's got like a goatee thing going on or whatever.
So-
I don't know if it's painted on or not.
Does he identify? Well, no.
Well, they're
I'm
calling
not,
him
I'm not
he.
getting into that. Okay.
So
when he sings, is his voice of male or female?
well, it sounds like a higher pitched male, I think,
Okay.
at least in my opinion.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
But my point in all of
Him.
that, yeah, you see him, right?
That's what I meant.
And that's what they're calling him on
See
the
the
show.
show.
So what's interesting, though, is when the promo is running, he was talking about how he likes that the show is based on
The
the
voice.
right? It's not a
What you
pity
look like.
party for what you look like or, whatever. They're just judging on what they hear.
Yes.
Of course, I think they also take into account how the audience is responding to the person as
I
well.
would. If I was a
because
judge,
there's
I would. Yeah.
entertainment value there, right? I
Right.
mean, this is an entertainment show. So anyway, so he gets 0 chairs that turn for him,
Aw.
right? But check this out. When they turn, and spoiler alert, right? When they turn, they're like, hey, if we would have, now that we've seen you, we would go back. So the singer was talking about how he loves the fact that it's based on how you sound, not on how you look. And the judges were given the totally different angle that, we wish we would have known, seeing you makes
They
all the
may have
difference in the
been
world.
more willing to work with them a little more. Worked with them a little more.
But the show is called The Voice.
I get it.
It's not American Idol. It's a different show.
Okay.
And I just think that they should stay true to, don't send a mixed message, because that guy had to have been even more confused now, right? I mean, he's like, okay, so I went on there for because they were going to hear my voice and not judge me for what I look like. And then they're actually, you know what? If we would have saw, then, so anyway, a little
if
double
this
talk
wasn't
there.
the voice, I would have totally picked you.
Right? If this was American
Thanks.
Idol, we would have probably brought you on the show. I don't know.
That's so wrong. So wrong.
Yeah, but it's my show, or it's our
Yeah,
show, so we can
this is
talk.
true, yeah.
We can give our own opinion on the deal.
Well,
All
my
right.
opinion is I can't wait to watch it.
Oh,
Because
it's
again,
so much fun.
I know the fear that go into a lot of people and emotion.
Yep.
To be up there.
So the slide that's up now, there's a guy named Will. This was a 2-chair turn. Now it reminds me a bit of jazz, right? It's just kind of like it's got runs in it. It's kind of up and down a little bit.
Okay.
Not really my style, right? I mean, I wouldn't have turned for him or anything like that. I didn't pick him for my team, right? But
Okay.
but what happens is of course, John Legend is totally impressed with him. He's one of the coaches at Turn,
Mm-hmm.
and then he goes actually up on stage with him, and they sing a duet. All right. Let's see, what was the duet? I'm looking for my notes here. Ordinary People. They sang that as a duet, at least part of it, right? It was a great deal. And, of course, the guy was blown away that John Legend was going to
So
come
did
up
he
there.
pick John Legend
Yes, he did.
as his coach?
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler
it was Pretty
alert.
slick. Pretty slick. Yeah, you definitely got spoiler
You
alerts
have to
going
do
on
that. You have to do that if you fear that you're not going to get that person. Just go up there and sing with them.
Well, yeah, and of course Gwen was competing against him for it, and she was like, "Well, now I'm going to sing with," but she didn't sing with him because that would have been like,
Weird.
I don't know, not cool. All right, so and then the last one I talk about is this lady, Kendall Inskeep. She sang "Never Been to Spain," which I'm not familiar with the song. She did a good job. Her backstory is really interesting. There was a 3-chair turn. Gwen actually on this one, and I got the slide up there on the thing, that Gwen actually blocked Blake on this one.
Oh,
So
that's going to be nice at home.
yeah, right. There's a little bit of back. He was kind of throwing a little bit of fit, I thought you loved me and all that kind of stuff, but it was fun. So that's what's coming up on The Voice.
Now
for you
tonight
guys.
is round 2, right?
Round 2, yeah.
I'll
I'm
be
excited.
watching that tonight too.
I was actually sitting on I was sitting on my couch, and I've got my laptop on my lap, and I'm taking notes as we go, and I'm having to pause the show, probably driving my family crazy, but I want to have notes, and I don't want to have to
Yes,
do this
of
later, so
course.
I want to watch
Unlike
it back.
me, I just show up and be like, I'm here. I'm pretty. Let's go.
Yay.
I mean funny.
All right, so short commercial break to plug our other podcast, CBD and Essential Oil Talk Radio, where we talk important insights, stories, recipes, and we have some fun there too. Yep. If you're interested in learning about CBD and essential oils, how they can benefit your family, make sure you tune into that show. You can catch it, of course, the podcast on all the major podcast platforms, Facebook and YouTube. We have stuff going on Twitter and Instagram and all of that too. So you can get all the details that you want on eotalkradio.com. That's where you can kind of choose our different shows that we've got going on there. So talk a little bit about movies that are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some really cool movies coming out. Of course, Star Wars is coming out in December.
Okay, so here's a movie I'm actually excited about.
You're not excited about Star Wars?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Like, it's
you
dumb.
love to.
It's dumb. It's stupid. It's dumb. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's like little toys.
Well, yeah, they're action figures.
No.
You didn't play with those as a kid?
No.
What did you play with as a kid anyway?
Actually, sticks and dirt.
No. You had dolls, didn't you?
And
the dolls didn't get along?
Well, no, I had teddy bears. I did have a few dolls, but I was football and basketball. I had 3 older brothers. I wanted to be just like them. So
that's right. You were a basketball player, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Cool.
That's right.
So you don't really have an imagination then, what you're telling me. That's why you don't like movies?
Well, when it comes to the whole boy side of, I was a tomboy growing up, movies to me were like stupid. It was the dumbest thing.
Did you ever get asked on a date to go to a movie?
Very seldom. Very, very seldom did I get asked on a date.
To the movies?
No.
Really?
I know.
So do you know Jennifer and our backstory, right? Is that was our first date. We went to see a double feature.
Oh.
Flowers in the Attic, and then
never heard of it.
Something about dad. There was a father-son movie or something like that as well.
How romantic!
And we held hands in the theater for the first time. I still remember making the move on that, holding her hand. Yeah.
That sounded so wrong.
Yeah.
Making the move on that.
I won't get into the rest of it.
Jeez. She can hear us, right?
Sure. Yeah. She's right behind you. In fact, I think they can see her on your camera.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So can we talk about the movies?
Well, I was going to tell you about a movie that I'm super excited about because we just had this conversation last Wednesday at the studio about what poster I had.
What studio are you talking about?
A
basement one in my mom's house.
Yes, that's right. So we talked about posters that I had on my wall as a teenager, and I remember I told you it was Rambo: First Blood.
Oh.
Right. Remember that?
Yes.
And then, 2 days later, my brother tells me, "Hey, Rambo: Last Blood." Is that what it's called?
Final Blood.
Final Blood. So
Drip
I'm
of blood.
bleeding. I'm gonna die. Something. I don't know. Something about my blood stain.
Yo.
Yeah, Adrian, you're funny. So I'm super excited to see that movie. I want to go see it. I just haven't had a time yet to go see it. But that's on.
Is it already out?
Yeah, it came out this week. This past week.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend money on that. That's stupid.
You know what? It is, but it's kind of like I saw the first movie, and that was my first poster.
Ah, yes.
And I want to see the end of it. I like that guy. What's his name? Ferrigno? No, not Ferrigno. Rocky. What is his name?
Sylvester. Yeah, Sly. Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking Tom Selleck, but.
Man, he's on my hot list too.
Oh yeah, Tom Selleck. He's still.
I have a hot list. I do.
Do you really?
He's totally on it.
So give me top 3. Is
Matthew McConaughey?
Okay, but wait a minute. So which Matthew McConaughey are we talking about?
It doesn't matter.
Because he's got the athletic sports. I'm the cool guy, and then he's got
Magic Mike.
Did you see The Wolf of Wall Street?
I've never seen that. No.
Okay, well he plays a part in that. He's like a cokehead in there, and he's like a Wall Street guy. Absolutely no morals whatsoever. But he's kind of skinny and gangly.
Oh, yeah. I don't like skinny, gangly looking guys.
Oh, okay. So you like the athletic build, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bigger.
Yeah, gotcha. Muscles.
I like them big.
Okay, so Matthew McConaughey, who else?
Yeah. Sylvester Stallone would totally be on my hot list.
Really?
Yeah.
Even at his age now, or are you like a younger one?
Oh, well, younger.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Like without all the stuff that was done.
All right, cool. What else?
Oh, man. You really put me on the spot, Mark.
Really? What about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, absolutely not.
Really?
No.
Why not? You don't like Austrian men?
Wow, all of a sudden I'm racist. I'm racist? That's a new word. Gosh, I can't think. Channing, you know who
Tatum Chandler? Is that Channing Taylor? I don't know.
You know, Magic Mike. Yeah, you know.
Well, just like in a movie, we don't even have to know the real name.
So there's this movie. We talked about it before too. Jumpers, right?
Yeah.
And then there's Divergence. He's the same guy.
Hayden Christensen.
I have no clue.
He was actually in Star Wars.
He was the hot guy.
He was
He's the tall,
Anakin
dark, and
Skywalker in Star Wars, and I did not think he could act very well, and he didn't do a great job in the.
Well, he's number 1 on my list. He's number 1.
What?
That guy from Divergence. Mm-hmm. If you just look at, I mean, my husband.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
This
Make sure
is,
we're talking about.
this is not related to my life as my
No,
husband.
this
My
is
husband's on my hot list.
your movie life,
absolutely.
yeah.
But my movie life, that's the number 1 guy right there.
Huh.
Yep.
He's young though, right?
Yeah. Hell yeah, he's young.
What do you think of Bruce Willis?
He's all right.
Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his quiet.
Like if I had a top 50,
50, he'd be like number
he'd
46.
be like 42 or something like that.
Did you ever see Pulp Fiction?
No.
You really need to get out.
Well, they
more.
did this one time. Is that part of a movie?
Well, they weren't actually cutting.
Cutting their brows.
They were cutting their
Yeah.
bangs.
I don't do movies that often, but anyway.
What do you think of John Travolta?
No.
No. Yeah, I can't get past the whole Grease thing, right? He goes, yo. He's just got, I don't know. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed there. But
Is he, God rest his soul, right?
no, he's still alive. Wow, don't kill him
I'm
off.
so sorry. Is he?
Yeah,
no,
he's
he
still
passed
alive.
away last year.
No, he did not.
Mark, forgive me if you're watching.
Somebody look it up and tell us, because he's still
Is John
alive.
Travolta still alive?
Yeah, he's still
No.
alive. Yeah, Wikipedia.
He's staying.
He's still All right,
terrible.
so what
All
else? What
Okay.
else is coming up? So
Your
Frozen,
movie. What
Frozen
movie?
2.
Oh God, no. Any mother out there
Really?
who has a little girl.
You don't
This-
want him
the
to see
song?
it? Let it go.
You know what song? Let it go. Yes. Yes, it's
You gonna sing
PTSD.
it,
It caused PTSD in me. Like the radio would come on with that song and I would swerve like turn it off, turn it off. I don't want it in my head.
Oh my God.
It was in my head for like 6 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I know
Well,
I know the song.
So
I love the song.
have you seen the preview for the new one?
Yes.
Okay, so
Kind
there,
of leaves you
I
hanging,
didn't hear
right?
any.
You're like, what's going on?
It
been
was a
out for 6 months.
confusing
Yeah.
preview.
Yes, it was.
I agree totally.
Because she goes in the water and then she can't get up the wave and then the wave is ice and you're like, what's going on here?
Well, it's like she's kind of happy where she's at, and then there's something going on. There's somebody calling to her, and she needs to go to this forest and
I know
help
what
this other.
happens. I know. I think I've already got it figured out because this is something
Well, it's
I
a
do.
kids'
in my-
movie. They're not difficult to figure out.
You put the block on the block is 2. So here's what happens.
Puts the lotion on the skin. Sorry.
You just took it way. I don't even know what
Silence of
that
the
means.
Lambs.
I don't.
I don't know where that came from.
Oh, I was thinking something else in the X section. Anyway,
No.
see, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
So here's what I was going to talk about, which I completely forgot because I'm blushing.
Figuring movies
So
out.
in the movie Frozen, the parents they go on vacation. We're going to go on vacay, and y'all stay here. Well, they never come home.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And you see them in the water, and there's this big storm, and then you see it sink. You
What
see the
sink?
ship, the big ship they were on, sink.
The mom and dad sank.
Yeah, the mom and dad die in the first
Oh.
movie, supposedly, but they never say it. They never have a service.
Maybe I haven't seen this.
Yeah. So now somebody's calling her. It's her parents. I bet they're like in.
No,
under
it's
the
not. It's
sea.
just some people living in the woods that need some help.
No, it's the trolls. I bet they have the parents. I bet you they do.
I don't remember seeing any trolls in there.
Mark, I'm a Disney freak. So
Are you?
yeah,
Because of your daughter? Or?
I just love it. I've always enjoyed Disney movies because I like to sing. So in my household, we couldn't sing. Oh my God. Okay, we always went to the rodeo.
Let's get real.
Let's keep it real. So my parents, I grew up in that rodeo fashion. How y'all
Yeehaw.
doing? Yeah.
Can you line dance?
Oh my gosh, yes, I love it. I used to teach it actually. I did. So
Is there nothing you haven't done?
anyway, I can remember going to the rodeo and playing the games where you throw the darts and you bust a balloon, you could pick something.
Sure.
Well, I was so excited. I got a Poison t-shirt, right?
Oh, yes.
I was so excited and I brought it home and my mom's like, she took scissors, she cut it up and I was
What?
like, Mom. Yep, because that was the devil's music. We couldn't listen to it. So the only choice I had was country music, gospel, or Disney. And, I learned all 3 of them. So,
Okay.
I mean, I was listening to some pretty wild
It's
music.
still traumatic for you, that whole cutting up the T-shirt thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Why? Why is it traumatic? Because you couldn't have something that had poison on it, or because you won it, or both?
I won it and I wanted it. And then my mom's like, no, you can't have it. So come Sunday when she's like, where's my purple blazer? I'm like,
You can't have that.
Purple's offensive.
I'll
Nope.
see how you are. Yeah, so in the preview for
Frozen?
Frozen 2, it didn't have any singing in it that I really picked up on anyway.
Right.
It's like a trademark song or any of that kind of. They're not redoing the
They
Let
will.
It Go.
Well, they won't redo Let It Go, but there'll be a song, and it'll stick with me for the next 6 years, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
So-
like I said, I go to Disney every single year, so I love when they come out with new stuff.
Like toys or songs?
I love toys and songs.
Okay. Yeah, but apparently Star Wars action figures are not for
No,
whatever.
those are dumb.
So the excitement factor on me for this is about a 3 out of 10. So I'm not.
You know what?
I'm
I'm
not gonna
probably
spend
like a
money on
5 or 6. I'll definitely spend money because my daughter wants to go. But
sure.
the Addams Family just came out. The cartoon? Well, it's not a cartoon. Animated.
Yeah, Pixar kind of thing.
Disney, yes.
Okay.
Or maybe it's Pixar. I don't know. I don't write the damn movie. Anyway, does this look familiar? It's a Pixar.
Yeah.
That's cute. They just use a little bitty light.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't have anything. Let's, you know what? Use a lamp. We'll make it a guy. That's fine. He's skinny. Sorry.
Very groundbreaking, that Pixar. That was
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, 3 out of 10 for me, 5 or 6 out of 10 for you.
Yeah, about a 5
Still
or 6.
gonna go.
I'm still going to go because I like popcorn.
See, what if you were to ask Brooke, who's sitting, you can actually see her on camera there. If I ask her what she's excited about going to see, it's going to be Star Wars. Yeah.
There's a new Star Wars coming out?
Yeah, in December.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Help
yeah.
us.
All right, so
Oh, yeah.
go ahead.
Those troopers are going to be green. Is that what you said?
They're
Green
going to have
troopers?
green troopers?
So Disney World, we're going March.
There's red ones.
Hold on. We're going March 2020, and we're going to get to ride in the thingy that they ride
The
in.
thingy.
Yes, the Enterprise? No. Oh, that's not it. Is it or not?
No,
Oh, well, I was close.
the
Or maybe I
Enterprise,
wasn't.
that's Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, they both start with Star. So here's the thing. Chris is so excited, and he's like, we're going to, be some of the first people, the Galaxy something ship. I don't know, Galactica? Battlestar Galactica. That's what it was.
Well, that's a different show. That's not a Star
Okay.
Wars.
What is a Star Wars thing they travel in? What is that thingy called?
Well, they have the Millennium Falcon, but
yeah,
that's
That's the
old.
Falcon. It's the Falcon ship.
Okay, it's kind of the round,
Yes, it's round.
flat. All right, well, that's cool.
So we get to it's a new ride at Disney World, and he's very excited to get a fast pass so we can go do that.
How old is Chris?
He's 54.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't leave us. They infected us with Star Wars in 1977, and it has never gone away.
Is that what year it came out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it's 77. Yeah.
Was Harrison Ford in there?
Yes.
He's on my hot list too.
Really?
Yeah.
Even older Harrison Ford? He's so cranky though.
That's okay. I'm cranky too.
He's got a good way about him, like in the new release Star Wars ones. So Episode 7, his character in that is
7.
kind of cranky, but he had that father figure thing going on with Rey.
Yep. I don't know.
You didn't even see it.
I said yep, and I really don't know what you're talking about. But
Just
yeah,
trying
okay.
to move me along.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Okay, so Terminator's got another movie coming out called Dark Fate. No,
Okay.
it is a total regurgitation of Terminator 2, Judgment Day. It is a total.
So is this Terminator
it's the
3?
Same thing. No, this is like Terminator 46 or something.
Oh.
I mean, and so Arnold Schwarzenegger's going to be in it. Sarah Connor, I can't remember her name, but her actress name, Sarah Connor.
Okay.
The original Sarah Connor is going to be in it. But it's a lot like it's going to have a liquid Terminator. They're trying to protect this girl instead of a boy, which would have been Sarah Connor's son. But
Is
this
she black?
It's a white girl.
Oh. Okay.
And there's another
Sorry.
white
I
lady
was
that's
just-
part of it. She's like a hybrid Terminator. But she's the good one, but then Arnold Schwarzenegger comes into. Anyway, so it's just it's directed by the guy who did Deadpool, though. So
I don't know what that
Deadpool was a hilarious rated R Marvel movie. Funny, extremely funny. Even the credits. If you watch the credits on there, they were a joke. The whole thing was hilarious. Anyway, so that's kind of maybe a potential redeeming quality for this movie is that it's going to be directed by Tim Miller from Deadpool. So I don't know.
All right.
There is a cool fight sequence, though, that happens when a couple of airplanes crash into each other and there's fighting going on the outside and maybe the inside of the plane. I don't really know, but it looked exciting. So I'll probably see it, but I'll probably rent it. I don't know if I'll go to the movie theater and see it.
The movie theater is the experience. It's not about seeing a movie.
Yeah.
It's about popcorn and like
IMAX.
I don't know what that is. What does that mean?
That's the huge screen. It's like
And it's kind of curved around.
it's very loud in there. Yeah, it's kind of curved around a
I
little bit.
put napkins in my ears when I watch movies because it's
Really?
too loud. Yeah. So here's
Like
something.
used napkins? Or
a little bit of butter.
they
I
stick
love-
better.
I love butter.
Stick butter or liquid butter?
It doesn't matter.
But Jennifer's a big butter buff, too.
Yeah. I love it on popcorn. So when I go, I'm that person that,
Halfway through?
yes, please. Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Every quarter, could you just stop and put some butter? No, I do it
Could you
myself.
just take the butter and
We go
put
to the
popcorn in
Palladium.
it?
We go to the Palladium. One time, this is no lie, I got a cup of butter. I was like, can you just give me, I just did a cup. I was supposed to go get water. I just got butter and took it to my seat with me. And I drizzled it on my popcorn throughout the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's sick. And
That's
then
how
I
you do
had
it.
stains on my pants because it kind of went through the bucket.
It does. It goes through the
Dang
bucket.
it. I hate when that happens.
Can't do that. All right, and then the last one I'll mention real quick is Gemini Man, which is, it's okay. It's got, I didn't write the actor's name down here, but Will Smith.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, so he
He's on my
plays
hot
an
list,
older
too.
and a younger version of
Sorry.
himself.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
total
sounds cool.
CGI, dark,
CGI? What does that mean? FBI?
No, computer generated images. It basically they've got a younger version of him
Okay,
and
got
an
it.
older version of that go against each other, and it's
Oh.
like an assassin kind of a movie. You know, it looked like fun, good action sequences and stuff like that. And of course, Will Smith, he's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
Yeah. Well, is he on your list?
Yes.
Is he? Where at?
He's probably in the 20 number 20s.
Really? All right, cool. All right, so anyway, I know we're running a little bit longer than we kind of expected, but I want to talk a little bit about what's trending on YouTube.
Okay.
So there's a guy, he was going to take 1,000 Mentos and pour it into 20 gallons of
Sorry,
Coke.
My nose is running all of a sudden.
That's okay. There's a napkin right there.
That's
You can-
okay. It's not a napkin.
What is it?
I have a tampon in my purse.
Oh, that's a...
Just kidding.
Don't use that. So this guy... Anyway, so he's... let me find my notes here. Sorry, I'm a little...
He is going
Discombobulated.
to
So-
YouTube 20 Mentos or 20,000.
1,000 Mentos that he puts... So he starts with a
No.
a liter of Coke, right?
Okay. And you just need
Coca-Cola.
one in there.
And no. He actually put in like a whole
Oh, God.
line
okay.
of the...
Yeah, Mentos.
Mentos, yeah.
Mentos.
Main,
That's what they do.
yeah, so anyway, he puts them all in there, and then, of course, the foam happens, and it shoots out and all
Yeah.
of that. So then he gets a bigger bottle, one of the big, like you put your coins in, kind of the big Coke bottles. You know what I mean? The coin collector bottles. They're not really for soda, but they're just decorative.
Are they glass? Oh, plastic. Yeah. I
Plastic.
used to have some. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so he fills
My
that
vodka
up and
there.
he tries that, and it doesn't really work well. He tries it again. Anyway, so he's kind of playing with it. And he works his way up to where he's got this fish tank, and he fills it full of
With Coke.
Coca-Cola, and then he puts in 1,000 Mentos, and of course it just foams up everywhere and overflows. There wasn't this huge shooting straight up into the air, but it definitely foamed over.
It was like a dud.
Yeah, it was kind of a letdown towards the end. The coolest part really was towards the beginning when he did the 1 liter of Coke, because it's kind of a narrow spout and
Yeah,
it
and it
shoots
goes
straight up.
everywhere.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But he spent a lot of money on Mentos to kind of do that.
20,000 Mentos. Mentos.
1,000.
Oh,
1,000.
1,000,
not
sorry.
one. It's 2,000.
It's like, unless he bought them on Alibaba and they're only, 0.4 quarters. 0.4
All right, and then
cents.
so the other one. So do you have a fear of heights?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. So there's you've been to Moab, Utah at all? They have the beautiful rock formation stuff and all this
No.
going on. Well, there's a ravine that they went out to, this team of guys, and they have a hugely popular YouTube channel.
Okay.
Millions of subscribers. Anyway, so they go and they suspend this sleeping hammock out over the 500-foot drop,
Okay.
right?
Is
And
it
then-
500 foot drop to water or ground?
No,
die?
to the ground.
Goodbye. Nice
Yeah.
knowing you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and it's one of those, I don't know if you've seen those elevated sleep platforms that they can do that, it's like a hammock thing, but
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of like a
It's
triangle.
tied to a rope. Yeah, I know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
talking about.
So they just string that out. Anyway, so they did that. They set that all up, and then the guys had to crawl out there, hook themselves up, and then just kind of slink on
Yeah.
out there and get themselves to this area where they slept overnight. Of course, it rained while they were sleeping, and it was a little bit windy. Anyway, it's just kind of a fun experience, but I mean,
Fun.
scary, right?
We have a different.
It was fun to watch.
Description of fun.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, am I afraid of heights? No. Am I afraid of doing that? Yes. I would never do that. That's stupid.
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't so much the staying out there that was the big thing for me, but it was the getting out there. They had to hook themselves up and then kind of slither over there, and then they had to climb up onto the platform. And this one guy, he couldn't do it. Two guys had to help him get up. He wore himself out.
Oh yeah.
So
I
yeah, that would
understand
be a little stressful.
Yeah.
Hanging out over the 500-foot drop. You know what I mean? But it was very, very cool video. So I'll put links in the description a little bit later so you guys can
All right,
check that
cool.
out. So anyway, that's kind of our show for today. Any final thoughts?
No, this is fun.
Yeah, it is fun to kind of talk about this.
So tomorrow we're gonna be in the studio recording,
Yep.
and will something else play again tomorrow, or when's our next one gonna play?
I don't know. I've got a schedule. I just can't think of it right now.
All right,
You're
chop,
stressing me out. Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm looking forward to hearing the voice, and if you guys, you want to, can people post stuff on our podcast? And
Yeah.
say, can they pick their winner? Can they pick a winner?
They can comment. Yeah, absolutely. So if you're out there, you can put that in there.
Yeah, I want to know what other people think. I love that. I mean, I don't listen to it, but I like to know what people think.
You
What do
better
you
be
think? I don't
listening to
care.
our podcast.
I don't
I
care.
like listening to it. But anyway, so just real quick, too, that if you guys are into CBD and essential oils, but just make sure you follow our other podcast.
Right here.
You can find that easily. Just search for CBD and Essential Oil Talk Radio or go to eotalkradio.com and click on the appropriate link. Get all the information. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Every Tuesday, we'll come out here, just do a live show from La Taza Java Coffee House here at 281 in Brook Hollow in San Antonio. It's just kind of fun to get out and chit-chat a little bit about what's going on in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, and you know what? I wanted to mention something I saw on Facebook this morning. I love getting on Facebook. It's something I do. It's because I'm old. That's what my daughter says. And I saw something that totally reminded me of you. So I'm just going to shout it out to William Genn, Billy Genn. You know who you are. It says, I am not a control freak, but you're doing it all wrong. I saw that post this morning. I was like, that reminds me of Mark.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is
I
a
wanna
wrong
share
way
that. I
and
wanna
a
share
right
that
way
with
to do stuff, you know.
I guess.
I have my own opinions. Just ask my wife. And let me know what you guys thought of my shirt. If you guys have your own version of this shirt, I'd love to see a picture of it. Post it up there, and I'll comment if I see it.
Now, what do you think of my shirt?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, you guys have a great week. Look for our podcast. We post 3 times a week with Real Talk Radio, twice a week for Essential Oil or the CBD and Essential Oil Talk Radio. And that's it.
All
Chat
right.
with you guys soon. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Music on out.
I love the music.
Me too.
Breaking news.